Hey guys, I've got a cool trick to add to almost any card trick that you already know. It looks like this. So here's a quick example of a type of trick you can use this with. Take a card off the top, put it into the middle. I'll snap my fingers, and the card flies out of the deck. So it's a little effect that you can add to the end of a card trick to make it look much cooler. So here's how it's done. First of all, in case you didn't see what I just did a double lift. I put the card in the middle that wasn't really on top, and then I flicked off the top card. And that's really all this trick is. You just flick off the top card and throw it up in the air and catch it. So the first part of this is the grip, and what you're going to do is take your index and your ring finger and put it on the sides of the card, and then take your middle finger and put it on top, then take your pinky and put it right next to your ring finger. So it looks like this with your thumb hanging out. Okay, and once you have that down, you just want to kind of practice getting into that grip pretty easily, because at the end of a trick you don't want to be fooling around too long trying to get into that grip. So just practice getting into that pretty easily. And once you have that down, the next part is to take your thumb and get it used to, you can see, just getting it, imagine a line in between my pinky and my index finger, and just kind of put your thumb far back, kind of into there. So try to get your thumb back in there. And the three things you want to work on are speed, spin, and the flicking motion. If you could get a good balance of those three things, you're going to be able to do this trick pretty well. So get into that grip, take your thumb, put it back there, and then you kind of want to drag your thumb like that and pivot the card around your index finger, and just really kind of shoot it out like that. Okay, so with that motion, just try to be able to shoot it out like that. And just practice that a little. And once you have that down, you're pretty much set. You just need to practice flicking it up in the air instead of over. So just get that. So try to practice that a little, and just experiment with different speeds, different speeds, different amounts of spin, and the actual flicking motion. Okay, so once you get the flicking motion down, you want to practice just test out different speeds of the flick and just see what works for you. And you want to practice catching it. That's the next step. Catching it is a little difficult. You will need to practice. Something I suggest, if you aren't that confident in catching it, you could actually flick it at a spectator and have them catch it, because if they don't catch it, it's not really it's not that big of a deal. But if you don't catch it, I don't know, kind of ruins the effect a little bit. So you could just kind of like flick it towards them, have them catch it. If they drop it, it's not a big deal, but they'll be able to see for themselves that it's their card, or it's a card that you forced upon them or something like that, and they're able to actually see it. So I like that too. But just practice this trick, and it'll turn out great. So if you have any questions, just comment and I'll be happy to try to answer. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.